Hi, Chenny.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine.
And how's your day been so far?
Normal.
And tell me what happened this morning. What time did you get up? What did you have for breakfast?
Just every day, just the same.
And what did you have for breakfast?
Noodles.
Noodles. And who made breakfast?
Me.
You? Did you cook it yourself?
Yes.
That's amazing. And what did you have this afternoon?
Rice was with egg.
Oh. And did your mom cook it?
Yeah.
And how did it taste?
Normal.
Normal. Did it taste delicious? Yummy?
Just fine.
Oh, just fine. Okay, like the ordinary. So tell me, Jenny, are you now on summer vacation?
No.
Not. Are you going to school?
No.
So are you on holiday? Are you on summer break? What is happening now at school?
I'm having a summer break.
And how long is the summer break for?
I know.
Is it 2 months?
I don't really know.
Oh. Are you and tell me, did you watch any TV today?
Yeah.
Why you seem so sad? Something bothering you?
It's just nothing interesting come.
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
It's nothing interesting come.
Oh, nothing interesting. And tell me, what would you like to do during this summer break? Is there anything that you would like to do?
I don't really know.
Do you like making creative things?
Sure, if I'm not lazy.
If you're not but you're not a lazy person. You're not a lazy person at all.
I did.
Do you like to take a nap during the day?
No.
Not really. And what do you do every day? Like, what? Tell me, what do you do? Take me through your day.
Watching things that make interesting.
That is interesting. And what else?
And sleep and just sometimes watch people outside the windows to see something interesting comes, but nothing.
Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that. So, Chenny, are you ready to have a little bit fun with me?
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about students should have part-time jobs. Do you think that should be right?
If they're old enough, then yes.
If they're old enough, yes. Okay. So how many hours do you want to work each week if you could do a part-time job? So how many hours would you like to work? 2 hours, 3 hours?
It's like going to school and it was gonna be ended into the evening. So in that evening, I will go to take my jobs, and then when it's almost to midnight, then I will go home.
Oh, okay. Wow, I like that. And tell me, why do you want this job?
To have money, and I can have enough money to have a house by myself.
Yeah, and buy lots of awesome things. I know. And tell me, what skills do you want to learn to do a job? So what skills do you want to learn?
Was like talk back to people. It's like I want that skills.
And what other skills?
I roast people.
Say again?
It's like, you know, memes on YouTube that people roasting each others. Yeah, I want that.
Okay, you got just say it a little bit slower so I can understand you.
It's like, do you ever watch TikTok that's called memes?
Yes.
They, you know, about each other, roasting each other, like emotional damage.
Yeah, there is actually on Netflix. There's this thing where they roast each other. So, do you like that?
But look, I'm REM.
Are you roasting people? How do you know how to do that?
If it was really serious and it was their fault, and I would do it, and not every day.
Okay, it's not every day. Well, thank you for sharing, Chenny. Now, do you have a part-time job, and what do you do? Obviously, you don't have a part-time job, hey?
But I remember my mom told me that when we are 12, we need to find a job.
Oh.
A job.
And why do you need to find a job when you're 12?
Well, really, like, if we are 12, we could call ourselves teenagers.
Yeah.
And by that,
yeah,
kind of like having a job and buy ourselves anything, just like for free.
I know. And do you think by having a job, people it makes kids more responsible?
Maybe, but if I have a job, I will be like a full-grown adult having a phone, bank account in my phone.
Ooh. And what did you buy with your first salary, with your first paycheck?
Probably like a house.
Ooh.
Or a dog.
A dog? And do you currently have any pets, Chenny?
Well, I live in a department, but people says in a department we don't have to there's no pet allowed.
Yeah, no pets allowed. I know. Can I show you something, Chenny? Do you want to see something? Okay, just hold on 1 second. Look here.
Is that your dog?
Yes, this is my baby. So, hello, my name is Olive. Hello, Chenny.
How old is he?
She is 3 years old. Okay, you can go loud there again. She is 3 years old.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
And she's a French bulldog. She's highly intelligent and she plays with her own toys. We feed her and then she eats all her food and she drinks water, but she lives inside the house. She doesn't really want to go outside, only when she needs to go to the bathroom. we call it bathroom, but only when she needs to go and make a number 1 or number 2. But then what she does is she gives us a paw and she makes like she scratches and tells us to open the door.
It felt like your dog knew sign language, but also, how do you spend so much time on your dog while you also have a dog? That's my question.
I like your question. So the nice thing is about my job is I work from home. Okay, so I work very early, and the nice thing is because she is home already, I can spend time with her. So when I have a break from work, then I spend time with her, I play with her, and at night we take her for a walk, and before I go to bed, we cuddle with her, we play with her, and yeah, I spend a lot of time. Oh, and guess what, Chenny? She's allowed to go to restaurants with us.
What?
Yeah. Did you know that? You can take your dog to any restaurant.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll show you a picture next time. So I took her on Thursday when I went with my mom and my dad. We went to a cafe, and all pets are allowed, so but only dogs and cats you can bring to the restaurant. Yes, and there were many dogs, but they have to be trained. So my Olive, she is trained, which means she can behave and she listens to my voice.
So your dog is fully trained.
My dog's fully
trained.
Yes. Yeah.
What about when you're at airport?
When I'm at the airport, so then my mom and my dad babysits my Olive. So then they take care of her.
Oh.
Yes, until I come back, and then she lives with me again. And they love it too. So, you can get one day, you can definitely get your own dog. Okay, so Chenny, let's get started. I just wanted to show you that, and I wanted to show you something about me. So, students should have a part-time job. Can you read this part for us? And then we are going to see if we are agreeing or are we refuting against it.
Yes, Korean students learn many subjects, but they don't have part-time jobs. In many countries, however, students start doing part-time work when they are 13. Should Korean students get part-time job when they are a teenager? Some people say that Korean students should have part-time jobs. First, they can learn many skills that they cannot learn in schools. For example, they may learn how to open or close a store. They may learn to look after the money. They may learn how to treat customers well. Second, if students have part-time jobs, they can learn to take care of themselves. They learn to be on time at work. They learn to be responsible for their behavior. Other people say that Korean students should not have part-time jobs. First, it is very difficult to study and work at the same time. If Korean students do both things, they may get lower grades. That will stop students from being successful in the future. Second, having part-time jobs is not good for students' health. Working and studying will make students very tired. When they are tired, they may get sick easily.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So what do you think of that? Do you agree with it?
No.
Not really. Let's find out. Okay, so based on what you just read now, Chenny, when do students start doing part-time work in many countries? So at what age?
13. But
13.
mine is 12.
Yeah, I kind of like 12. Why not? Because you are very smart. And then what about skills? What skills can students learn by doing part-time work?
They can treat the customer with kindness.
Yes.
They can fix their behavior, they can responsible for their money and what activity and what they are doing. And
Absolutely.
that's it.
Yeah. And how can students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves?
Because when having a part-time job, student knows what life means, and they will become responsible for their behavior just for their money.
Absolutely. It would teach them how to manage their money. And why is it a problem if students get lower grades? We don't want that.
Because they will get unsuccessful, and that means they will get poor enough, and they will not have any money. So yeah.
Yes, and so basically what will happen is they won't have enough time to be able to study, and that because of them working too many hours or too long hours. So yeah, and we don't want that. We want them to get good grades so they can one day go to university and study and become something amazing. And why is it a problem if students are tired because of studying and working?
Because if they do that at the same time, they may not get any energy, and they will have, like a depression and anxiety from of that hard working, studying, and they may get sick for that.
Absolutely, that's really true. Oh, that was really good. Well done, Chenny. Now, moving on to our vocabulary part. Once again, now, the 5 words we've got here is behavior. We've got customers, part-time, responsible, and successful. So, Chenny, any of these words that you would like me to elaborate on?
No.
I think you got this. Okay, so can you do the exercise and complete the sentences with choosing the correct word?
Is number 1, when you are responsible for a mistake, people blame you for it. Number 2, your behavior means the thing you do. 3, when you have a part-time job, you work for only part for each day. The 6, successful people
There we go.
usually make a lot of money. 5, her store serves about 100 customers each day.
Chenny, you are just too smart. Well done. That was really good. Okay. And tell me, Chenny, would you like to be successful one day?
Yes.
Absolutely. And what job, if you can choose any job in the entire world, what job would you like to do?
A lawyer.
Doesn't matter. You're still young. You can figure it out. So you will still find your purpose in life. So now, moving on to the opinion practice. So we've got the supporting and then the refuting opinions. You know the drill. How do we do this once again? You're going to match number 1 to number 4 with A, B, C, and D. So can you start off with reading the supporting opinions? And if you are not 100% sure, you can just skip and go back again. Okay, so start with the supporting.
Is number 1, student will have no free time if they study and work. Number 2, students should focus on the study. Number 3, students can have fun by doing part-time jobs. Number 4 is good for teenagers to earn money by doing part-time jobs. A, because they can buy the thing that they want. B, because they need to get good grades. C, because they will have too many things to do. D, because they can meet a lot of people. Number 1, students will have no free time if they study and work. Is C, because they will have too many things to do. 2, students should focus on their studies. B, because they need to get a good grade. 3, students can have fun by doing part-time job. Is because they can meet a lot of people. 4 is it good for teenagers to earn money and by doing part-time job. It's A because they can buy the thing that they want.
Absolutely. Well done, Chenny. That was excellent. Now, moving over to the refuting part. Once again, you're going to read all of them and then match them.
As number 1, student can learn many useful skills by doing part-time job. Number 2, teenagers enjoy working part-time job. Part-time. 3, most Korean parents don't want their children to work. 4, it is not safe for teenagers to do part-time work. A, that's not true. The rules protect our workers, including teenagers. B, I disagree. Part-time jobs such as working in the store do not teach many useful skills. C, that is not true. Most teenagers dislike their boring part-time jobs. I disagree. Many parents think both studying and working are important. Number 1, students can learn useful skills by doing part-time jobs. B, I disagree. Part-time jobs such as working in store do not teach many useful skills. 2, teenagers enjoy working at part-time jobs. That is not true. C, most teenagers dislike boring part-time jobs. 3, most Korean parents don't want their children to work. D, I disagree. Many parents think both studying and working are important. 4, it's not safe for teenagers to do part-time jobs. Work. Is A, that's not true. Many rules protect our workers, including teenagers.
Well done, Chenny. That was excellent. That was really good. Now, once again, moving on to our next part. So, once again, we have our opinion example. So, can you read for us our supporting opinion for why should students have a part-time job?
The students should have a part-time job. First, they can have fun by doing the job. Just because students can often work with their friends, so they can forget about their studies for a few hours each week. As a result, they will have many less stress. Second, teenagers can earn their own money. This is important because students want to buy many things. If students work, they can buy some of the things themselves. As a result, they will not ask for their parents for money.
And what about the opposing opinion?
It is a bad idea for students to have part-time jobs. First, if students have part-time jobs, they cannot focus on their schoolwork. In Korea, it is important for students to get good grades. This is because they want to go to school and universities. Second, students with part-time jobs will have no free time at all. Korean teenagers were already busy learning school subjects. If they work too, they will not have any time to do something fun.
Right, that was really good. Well done. Now, let's quickly circle the main idea. So I'm going to underline it for you. So what is the main opinion for the supporting one?
The students should have part-time jobs.
Okay, and the opposing?
It is bad idea for students to have part-time jobs.
So let's now look at students should have a part-time job. Now, can you provide me with the supporting ideas for the opinion? So why should students have a part-time job?
This is because students can often work with their friends.
Yes, often work with their friends. What else? What about
And they can have fun.
Yes, doing their job. Okay, and what else?
So they can forget about their studies for a few
Yes.
hours each week.
Forget about their studies for a few hours. And what else? Another.
They will have less stress.
They will have less stress. Yes. And why else should they have part-time jobs?
They can earn their own money.
Yeah.
And they can buy anything for themselves.
Yes, they can buy things for themselves. Yes. There we go. And
They will not ask for their parents' money.
okay, so that would be a result of them buy things for themselves. Well done. Now, moving over to our opposing opinion. So, why is it a bad idea for students to have a part-time job? Can you give me the supporting opinions?
Because they cannot focus on their schoolwork.
Yes, cannot focus on the schoolwork. Yes, what else?
And in Korea, it is important for students to get good grades.
Guys, so it's important, yes, to get good grades, guys, so they can't neglect that, yeah.
And they want to go to school and university.
Okay, go to school and universities, and what else?
And students with part-time job will have no free time at all.
Yes, no free time at all. And are there any other reasons why they shouldn't have part-time jobs?
Koreans are really busy learning school subjects. If they work too, they will have any time to do something fun.
Not have any time to do something fun. Well done. So now those are the supporting ideas for the main opinions. Okay. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. Now moving on to our next part. Okay, so let's quickly answer some of these questions. So do you think that 13 is a good age to start doing a part-time work or job? Or should it be lower?
Yes, but it should be depending on different country.
I like that. Okay, and apart from depending on a different country, what other criteria should they look at to determine the right age to do a part-time job?
Money, like if they're 13 or 17 or 12, that's maybe perfect.
Okay. And why would it be perfect if they are 12?
Because they can have an early life and they will have a part-time job and they can meet new people, have new friends, enjoy new lives, have their own money, and if they have enough money, they will buy them a house and a pet and live their own lives.
Yeah, and do you think that if they are at the age of 12 that they are responsible enough to do a part-time job?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
because of money.
Yeah, because of money that will motivate them. Yes. And is it important for teenagers to earn their own money?
Yes.
And why?
Because it's like sometimes I just look at others like begging their parents to give them money so they can buy things. Sometimes, don't you think it's just an embarrassment? It's just like if they don't give you the money and you just beg, you just feel like you're a spoiled brat.
They can make them spoiled brats, yes. So actually what you're saying is that they will understand where the money comes from and how hard their parents are working for their money so they can earn their own money and make good choices. That's a good one. Yeah. And is it difficult to study and work at the same time? What do you think? What's your opinion?
Yeah, it is difficult for study and work at the same time. If study, we will have a really a troubles when doing math or any subject that we on the level of difficulty that we're from. And by doing work, it's just level up and give us a lot of anxieties and have no time, but just have to work very hard just for that.
So do you think if you have to study and do a part-time job, it will be a lot of stress?
Yes.
I agree with you. And how many hours should students work each week? What do you think?
Each week.
Each week, yeah. So in total, do you think they should work like 10 hours or 20 hours? How many hours do you think they should work?
10 hours would be great, but if they stay for 30 hours, then they will get a lot more money than usual. So yeah.
Okay, so if they work, for instance, 5 days a week, and they work 2 hours per day, okay, so that's a total of 10 hours a week. Do you think 2 hours a day would be sufficient? Do you know what the word
I don't think so.
Say again?
I don't think so.
Do you think they should work more than 10 hours a week or less?
Maybe like a little of less. Just because that they can maybe get enough tired and sick just because they have a lot of work to do.
True. They have a lot of schoolwork to do. That's really good answer. And will companies hire workers with great grades? What do you think? So will companies hire workers or students with great grades?
I don't know. It's on the company side if they're good or bad. Yeah. If I was like working on a companies, then it don't have to be like if they have a bad grade or a good grade. The important thing that they have someone to there and work for the companies and have money. You know, that's the important thing.
Yes, so the important, I like what you said there. So it's not about just good grades, it's about people who's willing to work and who wants to be there. Okay, that's really good. Now, moving on to our last part, Chenny. So, choose one of the statements below and then we are going to debate. So, you can choose number 1, number 2, or number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2. So teenagers learn more skills by doing part-time work than by going to school. Okay. So now, which side are you gonna debate? Do you agree?
I'm agree with it.
I'm gonna agree. Okay. So then I have to disagree. Okay. Do you need a minute, or are you ready to take the wheel?
I'm ready.
Okay, you can start.
Is teenager learn more skills by doing part-time work than going to school? It's true because by doing part-time work, they can learn new things about life. They can be responsible, and sometimes we just see them like a fully grown adult. And they are very responsible of the allowance behavior and monies. By that, they can have a lot of monies and maybe have their own homes and build their own life.
That's a good point. Thank you, Chenny. That was really good. I like what you said there. And although you got a valid point, however, I think that teenagers won't necessarily learn more skills by doing part-time work than by going to school, because some schools allow children to actually learn basic skills, okay, at school. For example, when they do a career day, they allow students to go and shadow some employees from another company to see how they do their job. So when they have a career day, that will teach them how to behave like an adult and be responsible. And what they also could learn in school is they can work in the cafeteria and then learn how to work with money and how to be responsible for certain criteria. So I don't necessarily think that doing a part-time work will teach them skills. Do you agree with me or disagree with me?
Agree.
Yeah, you can disagree with me. It's okay. Although, Chenny, you have a valid point, technically, I agree with you too. So if teenagers do have a part-time job, it will teach them actually a lot more skills. It will teach them cooking skills. It will teach them coping skills. That will teach them how to deal with stress and anxiety and all of those things. So I think having a part-time job is actually a good thing. So for the sake of the exercise, I was just refuting against you. Okay. So now, can you choose another one, number 1 or number 3?
It's number 1.
And all elementary school students should have a part-time job. Now, you are going to say they shouldn't. Okay, so I'm going to be next. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Is all elementary school students should have part-time jobs? I disagree, because sometimes school can put a lot of effort to the students. They can have nauseous and have anxieties and have a hard time life with their periods, because I know. And by that, they have a lot of work, because a lot of elementary schools give a lot of homework to the students. So it's like pretty much like a lot of work to the students. And by having a part-time job, that's just make even worse for the students. Sometimes even they have a part-time jobs, they can get up getting very sleepy with all of that school subject and work in their elementary schools. So yeah.
That's a very, very good point, Chenny. That was excellent. I'm so proud of you. Wow, that is very hard for me to refute. You know that? That's really, really good. Well done, Chenny. Okay, so let me give it a try. So all elementary school students should have part-time jobs. I definitely agree with it. However, you made such a valid point there. So the reason why I agree with this is because it will teach students how to be responsible, first of all. And not just that, they don't necessarily have to work during the week. So during the week, they can study hard, try to manage their schedule, do their outdoor activities and all these subjects, especially those difficult ones. And on weekends, I think they should do a part-time job. So maybe on a Saturday and a Sunday, just for 2 to 3 hours, do their part-time jobs so they can earn their own money and also learn other life coping skills. And that's why I think students should have a part-time job, but only on weekends. What do you think?
That's perfect.
Because then they can focus on their homework and they don't have that pressure that they won't be able to cope with all the schoolwork and they won't get too tired during the week. So, Chenny, did you have fun today?
Yes.
Oh, me too. Chenny, you did really, really well. So tell me, what are you going to do now?
watching movies, but I have a question.
Yes.
Do you know about zodiac sign?
Yeah, zodiac signs. Yes, I know not too much about it, but I know a little about it. What zodiac sign are you?
I know a lot. I know a lot about them. Well, mine is Libra, and do you know each of your zodiac sign have their lucky color?
I know.
Mine pink.
You're pink? I love pink. That's a best color. So which one are you? Which zodiac sign are you?
Libra, and it was followed by Sun, rising, and Venus.
Yeah, you're Libra. Oh wow. So you know which one am I? I'm Aquarius.
Oh.
Yes. Do you know anything about Aquarius?
Well, I don't know, but I heard that Aquarius is like a rare sign.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, you're teaching me something today. So I need to read more up about the zodiac sign. I will definitely do that. So Chenny, do you have any other questions for me?
No.
Oh, that's great. You did so well today. So Chenny, homework. Only one thing. We should allow students to work for 3 hours each day. So you are going to do the opposing and the refuting, and you're going to do the recording for me. Is that okay?
Okay.
Oh, you're amazing. Well done, Chenny. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, Chenny.
Bye-bye. See you later. Have a great day.
You too. Have an amazing day. Bye, Chenny.
Bye-bye.